The greatest gift a human being has is the power of empathy. With inclusivity as the hallmark of Springdale School, we come forward to work towards a larger interest for the society. The values of Mrs. Rajni Kumar, chairperson and founder of Springdale School, has helped us to visualize our mission.
Coming from a school that puts a lot of emphasis on community service, getting this opportunity to be here today, sharing our idea for Empathy in Action is a proud moment for all of us. For the Empathy in Action community project, Springdale School Dholakwa has got together a team of class 12 students consisting of Sur Gupta, General Manager, Dia Dandu, Social Media Manager, Akshat Makuri, Technical Director, and Nishta Bhaumik, Financial Manager.
The problem we wish to counter through our project, Wish2Nourish, revolves around one of the most critical SDG goals, zero hunger. Delhi suffers from immense food shortages every year, and the victims are always the same, the underprivileged. COVID-19 has added fuel to the fire of hunger. Today, as Delhi stands on the brink of a hunger epidemic, we come forward to do our bit for the society.
Our mission is twofold. Firstly, we wish to minimize the fire of hunger by providing food free of cost to underprivileged and under-resourced hospitals. Secondly, to minimize the loss faced by small restaurants and outlets in Delhi by providing them with employment and financial assistance.
We do not think that just providing food will solve this issue of hunger. Our team looks at this problem from a whole new perspective. The new thought that we are bringing to this hunger problem is linking the highly affected small outlets, or as we call them, dhabas, to the underprivileged people or the under-resourced hospitals. With this, the worry of shutting down restaurants, financial sufferings of owners of small dhabas, lack of healthy food for the underprivileged, and the hospitals in poor areas are all gone.
Our research work started when we saw the news about the critical situation of the Baba Ka Dhaba owner of Delhi. We went deep into the news and found out that the dhaba owner consumed excessive sleeping pills due to the financial condition and worries about high debt. Thousands of such small restaurants in Delhi are facing financial issues and unemployment due to the COVID-19 scenario.
So how do we plan to implement our idea? We connected the dots and planned to collect healthy food from these small outlets and distribute it amongst the needy and at under-resourced hospitals of poor regions of Delhi. The working of our website is shown through the flowcharts. Please have a look.
We will also be providing a volunteering option on our website. Then, to motivate the youth, incentives to every volunteer will be given, including certificates and merchandise.
Concurrently, to promote healthy food, a survey will also be conducted to know about the nutritional level of the canteens and vending machines at hospitals. Accordingly, we'll be creating a guide on our website to provide better and healthier alternatives for every product available.
We have created a year-long timeline that we wish to follow for the accomplishment of our project, which is on your screen now. As for our funding model, we'll require funds for buying food from small restaurants and distributing them with the help of an NGO. We'll be raising funds through collaborative fundraisers with reputed NGOs.
Further, hosting various fundraising events like e-concerts, bake sales, and other competitions will help us to gather more funds as well as attract more people towards our initiative. Our school will also be helping us at every step to achieve our goal. Our target is to first provide one meal per day to the needy of a particular poverty-stricken area in Delhi. The initial projected amount of funding required by us will be approximately 20 to 28,000 rupees.
As our tagline says, we are linking bread to every breath. Wish2Nourish gives the chance for the youth to participate in this act of empathy. Our team is all set to implement this idea and expand in the near future. We wish to turn zero hunger into a reality. Thank you.
This feedback is by Marcelo. I really enjoyed this very professional presentation and so full of ambition. Great to focus on SDG 2, the most crucial need for all of humanity. I really liked your timeline and your deep thoughts of how to achieve your goals. You could make a huge difference globally. Well done. I hope your dream comes true. To add this, I would also like to say that the planning and the presentation where they about their thoughts was very good. The way they presented the timeline, I really liked that. That was really wonderful. And also the initiative, what they're thinking that they would like to put in the food, what they are going to, how are they going to distribute to the hospitals. That idea also I liked it. A meal per day, and the tagline, which definitely is very captivating.
Thank you so much.
A bread for a breath.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree with what everybody said. I think a little piece of advice that I would potentially put onto the table for you as a team, I work in similar fields in Africa, and I'm sure you appreciate that when we take the lid off enormous causes or enormous problems like this, it grows and grows and grows very, very quickly. So my encouragement for you, there's two things. I would start when you start your project, it would be to start, as you've said, I would encourage you to start with a really small pilot, really small, because when we start small, we then learn all of the things that we didn't know and that we hadn't anticipated. And when you're dealing in something like food that is obviously a basic necessity, it can really spiral quickly. The other thing that I would perhaps encourage your group to explore is a social enterprise model of funding. So potentially where you're not relying on external charities or fundraising models that could collapse. And if you did a bit of research around social enterprise models where perhaps people, and maybe you've done this, but people are potentially purchasing food and then at the same time food is given. So a more sustainable financial model for your project to grow.
Thank you, ma'am, for your
Absolutely.
suggestions.
Yeah, so do some research, team. And as Suzanne just said, then this becomes more sustainable. Okay. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Suzanne. Great piece of advice.
Thank you so much for letting us present and for all the great feedback that we have received. We'll surely keep that in mind.